Best news of the day. This again, if you are one of those people that's just like, I just need positivity right now and nothing else, I got you. I got you. The best news of the day. Shout out to Matt Barrows of The Athletic. By far, one of my favorite beat writers out there. He does a hell of a job. Talanoa Hufanga is back fully. That is gigantic. I keep screaming. Fred Warner and Talanoa Hufanga are the two most important 49ers on the defensive side of the ball until Bosa comes back. Those two are going to have to hold down the fort, both of which are all pro players last year, just like Bosa was, obviously. And to be more fitting, you look at what they did in the preseason and training camp, it matches that. So to get Hufanga out there, you used a little bit of precautionary time off, take some time off with that knee issue that he has with the, I don't even like getting into the terms because it's gross, but the fluid behind his knee and whatever else. And yeah, having Talanoa Hufanga out there is gigantic, especially this week. I'm wearing my Hufanga jersey to the game out of Pittsburgh. I'm so excited about that. Dre Greenlaw. This is just a John Chapman re-energizing players coming back. Dre Greenlaw is my favorite player on the team. Number 5'7". He's incredible. He's been going through stuff. He had the thumb surgery for minicamp, missed a lot of that. Had some issues with the hamstring, I think it was, during training camp and all that stuff, and just slowly bringing him back, slowly bringing him back. He's back now. And that's huge because if we look at these two players, okay, the safety and the number 2 linebacker, the guys that are their partners in crime, not getting to practice today. There was no Tayshaun Gibson at practice. None. I was expecting him to be back. He was out almost the entire training camp, the entire preseason, which he's a vet. So it's difficult to kind of gauge what that looks like when those types of players miss, because is he just getting the vet treatment? Turns out no. Turns out no. Now, also, let me just add this in there. As I went through the weekly practice, Wednesday is the gigantic day. So technically, the Niners could still be in kind of precautionary stage, right? You got a couple starters back. That's great. But let me just go through real quick a list of the players who did not practice today. Then I'm going to go through in a little bit more detail with each one of them. No George Kittle, no Tayshaun Gibson, no Jordan Mason, no Oren Burks, no Ray McLeod. That's 5 guys out. Okay. Now, of those 5, George Kittle's the most important. No doubt about that. Like, it's George Kittle, then everybody else. Everybody else. It's a whole nother thing. Why is George Kittle so important? George Kittle changes the run game, the pass game, everything. He stresses the linebackers, which is the number one matchup that the 49ers have in their favor, is the 49ers offense versus the Steelers defense and their linebackers. That is the quote unquote weakness of their defense. And if you pull Kittle out of that, those linebackers now just get to, just relax a little bit. You still got to mess with CMC, still got to mess with Debo, still got to mess with Kyle Juszczyk, but Kittle changes it all. He is the final piece. So damn important. And so, my thing has been, Kittle's the one that I was watching, that I was just kind of scared of, might not be active. Wednesday's key. But remember, you go back to the 53-man roster, we kept 4 tight ends. Kittle, Charlie Warner, Roz Duct Tape Dwelly, and then the rookie Braden Willis. Then we added another veteran tight end, Troy Fumagalli, to the practice squad. Would not shock me in the least if you healthy scratch Braden Willis, elevate Troy Fumagalli, and you've got not 1, not 2, but 3 veteran tight ends to kind of take up that slack for Kittle. So Kittle watch is in full effect. I know everybody's talking about Bosa. We're going to do that. We're going to talk Bosa talk. But as far as practice reports go, the first name I'm looking for every damn day, George Kittle, George Kittle, George Kittle. Now, can he miss Wednesday and still play? Yes. Can he miss Thursday and still play? Yes. Can he miss Friday and still miss? In the season, yes. I don't think so week 1. If it was a divisional game, maybe. It's not. It's an out-of-conference game, right? So whenever you're looking at tiebreakers and all that stuff, the game gets pushed down considerably. But George Kittle watch, that's a big deal. Look at Grant Ace. What's up, Ace? Says Kittle was Brock's favorite target last season. Kittle had 11 touchdowns, career high, double digits for the first time. 7 of those touchdown receptions came from Brock Purdy whenever he took over from Miami and beyond. 7. Kittle was unbelievable the last 4 games of the season. 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. He went off. And so it started to click. That CMC Kittle kind of triangle. Whew, that is all. We talked about that on the John and Wayne show. Now, another player that's out that I think is huge, and that's Tayshaun Gibson. We talked about getting Huff back, and this is why having Huff back is such a big damn deal because he might be next to somebody new. You know, Odom practiced this week for his first time not in a blue contact jersey. You still got Jair Brown, the rookie. Like, who's going to be the starting safety? I don't think the Niners want Odom to be the starting guy. I think Jair Brown would start over him personally, which is crazy week 1. To be 1,000% honest, if I knew Tayshaun Gibson was out, and I don't think the Niners would do this, I would much rather prefer Quantrez Knight being elevated and being that guy over the rookie Jair Brown. That's just my own personal thing. I would prefer that over George Odom by a mile. Don't know what the Niners are going to do. Usually don't like trusting rookies. So my question to you, and I want to throw this up in the chat. I want to see what you guys are going to say. Let's just say hypothetically, Tayshaun Gibson can't go. Who do you want starting that safety spot opposite next to Talanoa Funga? You want Jair Brown, the rookie? Do you want George Odom, the vet? But good gosh, about as bad safety play as you can get last year. Or would you rather elevate Quantrez Knight? Curious to see kind of how you're going to. I can't put another poll up. You can only do one on YouTube, sadly. We'll share the results of that poll here a little bit on. Shot J says Knight. Yeah. Personally, I think that's the safest bet because he knows the system. He's been in the system. He would limit the biggest plays. Might not have the huge splash plays. If you're going for splash plays, Brown's the guy. What's up, Dan? How you doing, man? So yeah, we'll see there. Right here, Ed says no rookie for sure. You're right, John. Not that, and Jair Brown's looked good, but if you look at that last preseason game, which we broke down, if you want to go watch that, it's up on the 49ersrush.com, and it's up on our Patreon page. Jair Brown gives up big plays in the run game. He's just not there yet. We want Brown, Q Knight, Q. Ooh, look at this. Once upon a reset. A little bit of Fumagalli. Sounds like something you might catch at Burning Man. That is a quality comment. Hopefully they're all right. I care about all people. I am not going to lie. Sometimes it is somewhat comical, but I don't want anybody to be injured. I don't know. Whatever. Take that for what you want. Let's see here. As these keep coming out, Logan, I like this. If you don't trust Jair Brown to start week 1, I don't trust any rookie ever. And that's a Kyle Shanahan syndrome that I've caught. I've caught. I just don't trust rookies early. I just don't do that. I just don't. I want them to learn and slowly ease into the process. Not saying I don't want Jair Brown to get snaps. This is his first NFL game. You want to put that cat out there against Freiermuth and Najee Harris, George Pickens? Not saying I don't want him to get reps. I don't want him starting. That I don't want one rookie to start. Period. And that would be my MO for almost every single game. Like that their rookie year, I don't want a rookie starting week 1. Don't want it. Now, if it's somebody like a Bosa or, whatever, Mike McGlinchey, he started, he played well. Like, there's exceptions, but man, I don't know. He's looked good, but he's given up some big plays. And that's what I want to limit. That's what I want to limit. Yeah, right here. Knight put Brown in on someplace. Yeah, I love that. Sonia, what's up, man? I'm with you. Glock Purdy is reloaded. I do like that one. I do like that. So yeah, you can kind of see. I like what you guys got going. I like what you're saying there. So we'll see what happens. That's something to monitor. Tayshaun Gibson knows this defense very, very well. I'm not too worried about that. Next up is Oren Burks, not practicing. This is bad. The 3 linebackers have been Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw, and the stud Azeez Al-Shire. He's gone now. Oren Burks was supposed to step into that. Now he's not out there. That's not good. Who's the starting three? I think they're going to put DFF out there. If training camp and preseason tells us anything, it's that Sam Backer, they don't trust the rookie. Not yet. And again, I really like Jalen Graham, and I'm so thankful that they kept him because he showed so many flashes. A lot of bad plays, a lot of very bad plays. I don't think he's ready. So I think DFF has to get the spot. You're looking at the linebackers. D Winters, he plays Will. He didn't even play Sam, so he's not even entered into the equation. So it's DFF or it's Jalen Graham. I would prefer DFF, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That is a problem for me. And right here, Josh, yeah, he says, I hate DFF as a backer. I think he's so great in space, but the Sam Backer plays in the least amount of space by definition. And I don't like that. At the special teams, awesome. Shajay says, yeah, it'll always be DFF. On the upside, looked better last preseason game. He sure as heck did. He sure as heck did. Call up Coletto for linebacker. I'm with you, Dan. He never got any of those snaps, though. But yeah, I have to do that. Have to do that. Yeah. So, let's see here. Now, trade DFF, not now. Good Lord. He's going to be starting this week if he doesn't come back. Just call up MMB. That would be the best situation. Yeah, that would make me the happiest, but he's gone on the Jets. We missed that chance. We missed it. That hurts. No Jordan Mason. Not too concerned there, to be honest with you. I love Jordan Mason more than most people. He's incredible. But now you've got Elijah Mitchell back. Obviously, CMC's full swing. Elijah Mitchell backing up. TDP as the backup behind that. Not too concerned. Like, that is a great 1, 2, 3. So I'm not rushing Jordan Mason back. He's going to have his time, but Jordan Mason is Elijah Mitchell with a bigger body. They're the exact same running styles. Exact same. He's just bigger. So it's kind of like, hey, we got Elijah Mitchell this week. Thumbs up. Break glass in case of emergency. That's TDP. We're cool with that. TDP is awesome. He's had a great camp. So Mason with his foot, you just chill out, man. We just going to keep you out. You might even healthy scratch one of them just so you can have 3 plus Kyle Juszczyk. And you got Debo. So you're good there. Not a concern whatsoever there. Allow Mason to heal up because you will need him. You, at some point this season, CMC or Elijah Mitchell is going to have issues. It's running backs in the NFL. It's just what it is. Roberto, what's up, man? He says, looking for Braden Willis to get a couple snaps. Hope he's active. I'm just going to be very honest and forthright, and I love Braden Willis. He got 0 snaps all of training camp and 0 snaps all of preseason with the ones. Never got 1 snap with him. So I think that he is going to be a special teamer only if he is active. Only. But man, he was so consistent. And I'm sticking to my whole rookie everything. I don't want rookies getting play time on offense or defense early. I don't want them getting the start, but I do want them to get eased in. So I'm with you, Roberto. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to happen yet. Maybe eventually. Yeah, right here, Josh. This hurts. No Kittle allows Mika Fitzpatrick to roam. Don't like that. Don't like that. I feel like it's like a Michael Scott gift. Nope, don't like that. Ed, he says, John, I can't wait to watch our running backs get going. It's going to be poetry in motion. I'm really excited about week 1, guys. I'm very excited. I drafted Christian McCaffrey number 1 overall in my big money fantasy league. It's happening. I don't give a damn. It is happening. Now, sticking with the players that did not practice, Ray McCloud. Now, easy to be like, oh, no, Ray McCloud. Well, guess what? This is great news. I can't believe Ray McCloud didn't go on IR and miss the first 4 games mandatory. I think that this is the best news because this means they're expecting him back by week 3, probably at the earliest. So, yeah, I don't think Ray's playing this week. I don't think he's playing week 2, but you're not wasting one of those IR spots and bringing him back. Let him sit out. Usually deactivate a wide receiver anyway. So I'm not too worried about this. Now, who's going to be the returners? Back to my thing. I sure as hell don't want a rookie punt returner. I think Willie Snead gets promoted just like we did last year, and he'll be the punt returner. But I do want Ronnie Bell to be the kickoff returner. I think that's a great way to ease him in. I do not ease in, and I've been stamping this one. No rookies on punt return. No. I just can't see it. It's such a stressful position. It's such a hard gig. Um, and if they do put the rookie back there, I hope they just tell him, you fair catch that damn thing. I don't care about anything else. So I'd put Willie Snead back there and just tell him, look, dude, you get 5 yards, we're happy. You fair catch it, we're happy. Just don't turn the damn ball over. Kick return, a lot less pressure. New kickoff return rule. Shoot, just tell Ronnie Bell to get out there and just call fair catch. You get the ball at the 25 every time. That's what I would do. I don't. Hopefully, you guys hear this. I'm a former coach for a decade, right? Head coach, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, whatever. I've done it all. I don't like to lose games. I don't like to. I want to win games. And I would tell my players, look, you're not going to win the game in one play. That's not how that's not how football works. But you sure as hell can lose the game in one play. And things like fumble punt returns and kickoff returns and rookie safeties blowing, a field drill and they're the alley player and you don't feel correctly. That's Jaylen Brown's number one weakness. You go back to his college tape. I'm sorry, Jair Brown. So again, I'm trying to minimize giant mistakes that will shift the game because the 49ers are a better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers, even without Nick Bosa. They're better. They just are. So I want to limit all of the huge negatives that can take place with rookies and whatever else. I want to limit those things and allow my stars, Fred Warner, Talanoa Hufanga, Javon Hargrave, Charvarius Ward, right? Christian McCaffrey, Debo Ayuk. I want them, you do you. You've proven that. You have the resume. All you others, we call them AYOs. We never called them that to their face, but in practice, we'd say, all right, who's got AYOs? We're doing special teams, drill, whatever. We're working with these guys. You got them. If they're not a kicker, snapper, punter, returner, you go with Coach so-and-so, and he's going to help you out, and y'all are going to work on fundamentals. AYOs. Let your stars be stars is what I'm trying to say. Limit your rookies from the downside that they can bring Super Bowl quality roster. Don't let them ruin it. I don't know if that makes sense. Now, speaking of rookies and who can ruin it, good news. Jake Moody, the 3rd round kicker, second highest kicker drafted in the past decade in the NFL. He was kicking off to the side, kind of 3/4 kicks is the way that it was explained by Barrows and Mayoko. 33 yarders, which is the extra point length, and just short kicks, not long kicks. He strained his quad, all that kind of stuff going on, whatever. The fact that he is out there kicking is huge, even if it's just whatever. Now, here is one of the things that I think is important. I really want Moody to kick. I want Mitch Wisnowski to handle punts and kickoffs this week, but I want Jake Moody out there. I do not want to call up Wright from the practice squad, who they just signed, released running back Brian Hill from the practice squad, brought the extra kicker in there. That's a maybe, but no, I want Jake Moody out there, even if he can only kick a 40-yard field goal. That's just what I want. So kicking off to the side, that's what's been going on. Yeah.
The 49ers Rush Podcast.